We will destroy any government that tries to stop us. Amajiri community tells federal government. The Nigerian Amajiri community across the state have issued a major warning to the federal government and state government on how governors is moving Amajiri from state to state, claiming they are returning them to their original state. According to the New Telegraph, expressing their frustration, Sheikh Hassan Musa, president of the Amajiri Center of the Quran, on Friday said the government should be wary of the discipline because any government that opposes the Amajiri will undoubtedly fail. Sheikh Musa, who made the remark at the inauguration of the Fulani Hajj camp in the Niger State capital, Minna, the capital of Niger State, said what they did to the Jonathan government should not be forgotten. He said it is not to be forgotten how the Amajiri removed the Goodluck Jonathan government in 2015 because of the words his wife, Patient Jonathan, had on the disciple. He said the number of disciples in Nigeria is over 16 million and we support the government of the All Progressive Congress (APC) in 2015 for abusing us by Jonathan's wife, Dame Patience. The way she talked to us during her second husband's election campaign hurt us, and that is why we choose President Muhammad Buhari. Thank you for listening to this news. This is an empty threat. Their threat is just too empty. But what I will just say is that for this not to repeat itself, or for them not to continue issuing this empty threat, because to me I see it as an empty threat, the federal government should do all in their power to make sure that these children, I will no longer call them adults, they are children, that these children are properly taken back to their individual state and hand them over to their parents. And having done that, they should try to meet the state governors of their states and have some reshuffle discussion with them so that the state government will see reason why proper attention should be paid to these children, because it is due to lack of proper attention that has led to these illegal movements and relocation, mass movement away from their state to the southeast. You understand? So the government should do all within their power to satisfy this promise. At least the parents of these Amajiris haven't heard that the federal government or the government or the state government are now bringing back their children. They will now be having it in mind, expecting the children. So they should not place the minds of these parents on a high jump. Rather, they should give them hope of seeing their children again by making sure that a proper movement of these children is carried out. Okay, so as for the Amajiris, this should serve as a lesson to them. Yes, I want to believe that a very good plan is already on ground for them, even while they are yet to get to their own community. The state governments are already carrying out a good plan for them, placing something good on ground for them for their arrival. El-Rufai has noted it that in its own state, that any parent seen taking his or her child to Amajiri school, that parent should be ready to get it out with his government. For those that doesn't understand who the Amajiris are, Amajiri is an Islamic school where these children go to get themselves enlightened and grounded in Islamic religion and what have you, instead of them to enroll them to school, enroll them to get Western education, they prefer fixing them into Amajiri school. It's not proper. It's not proper. It's not okay. So El-Rufai has made a very good assertion in that part anyway, and I expect other state governors to adapt and take up that decision. Yet I'm saying, so the Amajiris should hold back their empty threats and think of how to get back home safely, because there is nothing that threats can do to them or do to anyone. They are the one at the wrong side for embarking on such journey, So the federal government should please try to satisfy that promise. Okay, so you try to, at least these children, they are still human beings. They need proper they need proper treatment no matter what. They need proper treatment no matter what. So they should do all within their power to make sure that these children are properly relocated. So with all that has happened and with all that has been experienced, I want to say that safety should be observed. Safety should be observed. Safety should be observed to avoid any questioning in future, because I know the Northerners, they are not going to take it lightly if anything should happen with these children. They are not going to take it easy with the Nigerian government. Okay, so proper movement of these Amajiris should be done, should be carried out, so that there will be no too much questions to ask. So much has happened in the past, so nobody wants anything else to happen again. So let us not allow any other thing to occur. You understand? So my viewers, I don't know, but I want to believe that you have something to say concerning these threats by the Amajirians. But to me, I see it as empty. I don't know what you will see it as, but whatever it is the case, it's very, very important you contribute, because your contribution will go a long way in putting an end to these too many arguments and threats coming from the left and right. Understand? So all of these things are worth this administration has actually cost. But men looking at it, these Amajirians have been of great help to this administration. But it's so bad and so unfortunate that this uh, government later turned their back on these Amajirians. That is what they called for. They asked for it. So now they are getting it. That is what the President Muhammad Buhari's administration can do. So, my viewers, what's your take on this news? So, please don't forget to leave them behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as bell button to receive more updates.